So I asked last week for all of your help with my vehicle that I was having problems with, my Lexus, and what I was able to find out is they knew they had my car. I got a phone call last Friday. It is still at the Lexus dealer, so it's been there for 17 days. It is ready for me today, but I'm not ready to pick up my car yet because I'm filming and coming to you guys live from Jersey City. I am away for the weekend. I'm going to spend a lot of time in New York City and Manhattan this weekend. I am away for a 12-step fellowship that I'm in. There's a woman's meeting that runs 24/7. Started in the pandemic, so it runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It has not stopped from when it started during the pandemic, so it's been over 5 years. So I'm here with a whole bunch of ladies that I'm just meeting for the very first time, and I'm staying with 11 women in a house in Jersey City, and we're gonna have the nicest time the next 4 days that I'm here. And last weekend I went away to the Karen Foundation, which is my favorite place to go to in the entire world, for a spiritual retreat. So you guys, I am Michelle Simon, and welcome to I Am the Change. I've been talking to you guys about my life and what has been happening lately, and you might hear some noise in the background of my ladies in the background while I'm doing this video today. So anyway, I've been talking about, last week I was telling you guys, I'm trying to imagine myself, and this is true for everyone. We're all still little kids in adult-sized bodies, except for when you're little, you're way cuter. And, as you get older, people forget that whatever you would do for like a 5-year-old kid, I would like done for me. So, except for I'm the grown-up now and I have to do the grown-up things, and it's not that cute anymore, and I'm here tickling my pillowcase, which makes me feel so much better. I've been tickling a pillowcase ever since I was little, and it was cute when you're little, and now that I'm 53, gonna be 54, some people don't think it's as cute, but you know what? I am going back to being my authentic self and learning how to stick up for myself, ask questions, be my own advocate. Has been a process that I've been working on my entire life. Since I turned 18 years old, I've gotten into 12-step recovery, which is, such a gift. It didn't feel like a gift at the time, but it is. I have friends from all over the world. Wherever I go, I meet people that I have an instant connection with. Even though I've never met them before, it's like I've known them my whole entire life. And they know me too, which is so cool that I could go away and meet. I knew one person who was, riding with me, but stay with 9 other women that I never met, and we're gonna have like the best time ever, which is so cool. So anyway, my car has been away for 17 days. It now needs new tires at under 20,000 miles. They're feathering. So they let me know they couldn't mimic the water coming in my car, which it was raining on the inside of my car. The last time when I drove to South Carolina to visit my son Angelo, and they can't mimic that. They said my tires are going to continue to make noises until I replace them, which they're not, the tires aren't under warranty. I have to work that out myself. And I found another attorney that I'm working with for right now to see if they're going to take my case. And also my brother he lives in Dallas, and right outside of Dallas, and he works right across from the Toyota Corporation. So they are gonna, he has a friend that works there, so he sent my information over to the guy who works at the Lexus or Toyota Corporation Finance Department, and then whatever happens after that, then I have to let this go and maybe just trade in the car, but I feel really safe even driving to New York because I didn't have to drive in my car, which is great. So anyway, you guys, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's watching and who has commented, and even if you judge me, I'm okay with that now. I'm also off of the sugar, flour, wheat, and caffeine, and I'm still celery juicing. I'm still getting headaches. I'm wearing a nicotine patch now. I follow Pretty Sick Heather on Instagram, and I'm doing a nicotine patch protocol even though I am no longer a smoker. So they're now using nicotine to help heal a lot of symptoms which are related to like menopause. And I'm also in the We Do Not Care Club with Melanie, and I represent the Royersford, Pennsylvania chapter. So anyway, yeah, so I'm doing all of this stuff to try and get well and be well, and it's a process and it takes so long, and we are bombarded with so much information, and it's really hard to know who to follow and what to do. But what I'm learning how to do is how to trust and follow my own intuition. And I can get information from other people. However, I get to decide after I get this information if it's something I would like to use or not. I used to be, and you guys, this is what I did a lot, is if I knew you and I liked you and you went to a doctor and said this was the greatest doctor, I'd be like, well, you know, I love Barb and Barb loves this doctor, so this doctor has got to be great. And I might go to that doctor and have a horrible experience, and I would think, well, Barb likes him, so I should give him another chance. And then I would go and something would happen, I'd be like, God darn it, I knew it the first time I went. So I'm now learning to listen to that when somebody gives me a reference or somebody I should try or somebody I should use or somebody who they think is great at something, is I can go evaluate that situation and then decide this might not be the right person for me, and listen to that and trust that. And even though a lot of times I have to go through a lot of people, it's usually not the first person and it's not the first way, and it's really hard when you don't feel good to keep pursuing more doctors or keep pursuing about this car thing that is totally not right. That I've had my car serviced for its 10th time in less than 2 years. Actually, it's been a little over a year and a half, and it's been serviced over 10 times. And it's exhausting. It is so exhausting, and it's so easy to give up and be like, screw this, I'm not doing this, I'm just gonna trade it in and cut my losses. And sometimes I don't have to be right. They used to say, I've heard this expression, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? And I used to think, I want both. When I am right, I am happy. And I used to go out of my way to have to prove to you that I'm right and you're an asshole, which a lot of times, guess what? I turned into the asshole proving that you were an asshole. So I'm learning, you know what? I don't always have to be right, and I don't have to always prove my point. And if I think they're an asshole, I don't have to point it out to people anymore. It's not my job. I have the gift of grace now, and learning when to walk away and cut your losses is something that I'm practicing with, because I used to ghost people and do all of that, and I'm learning like discernment, and I'm learning there is a gray area. Not everything is what it looks like. Just because something looks like it's good on the outside doesn't always mean that it is. And a lot of people might think, oh, she's rich, she has a Lexus, and really it's just something I chose to do because I needed something that was good for my car and my body. So anyway, this is your signing off. Thank you so much for watching. Please